What's going on? It's your dog, Art Man, and we're back with another boxing conversation. It feels good to be the Art Man, actually. It really does. Because all I got to do is just sit back, talk boxing or whatever, smoke and paint. And the people, they pay me. They pay me for art. And I love this shit. I be thinking to myself, like, I be sitting back smoking, like, niggas is really paying me to put colors together. Like, man, and I love this shit. The kindergarten version of myself will be super proud to know that I'm out here making some good money drawing. Like, what the fuck? But, like Malcolm X said, you ain't doing shit if you don't got no haters. You know what I'm saying? And I got haters, so I love the haters and I love the supporters. ArtmanApparel.com, best boxing merch in the game. But anyways, man, we're back live on YouTube. I want to talk a little bit about this boxing shit. A lot of shit going on in the boxing world as usual. A lot of Tank fans confused and upset. A lot of boxing fans just not agreeing on everything. And that's fine. We don't got to agree on. Bad, I got a phone call. It said motherfuckers just be ignorant and lame. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me go ahead and get this package outside real quick from Amazon. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah. I just checked. I'll check again in 10 minutes. Okay, you should probably ring me next time later. All right. Call me when you get here. All right, my bad. I swear, niggas, people don't call until you on live, man. But anyways, said don't forget to talk about Tank getting his ass whooped. I mean, how could we forget about that shit, man? How could we forget? I know a lot of fans trying to forget and say, "Oh, stop talking about this shit." But nah, I'm talking about this shit. I'm gonna make it my mission to talk about this shit, man. Niggas talking about some don't talk about this shit. Ooh, and I got that grease pack right here. So yeah, we talking about it. We got that grease pack. That man said, I just got my hair done 2 days ago. Nigga, you should have heard the crowd. The crowd was like, fuck, nigga, we ain't trying to hear that shit. Woo, man. Man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. He said, fake ass Amazon package. That's that side. Yeah, I got. Oh, this is some good shit right here. Let me go ahead and put this in the grinder. The best way to smoke, y'all, is smoking some papers, man. If you want to get like the art man, smoking some papers. I don't do none of that backwood, none of that shit. Swisher sweets, none of that. We smoke papers only, like we in the Taylor gang, but we ain't Taylor gang. But yeah, man, a lot of shit going on, man. Bivol versus Bivol versus Benavidez. That's dope. That's super dope, man. And I said I wasn't gonna pick against Benavidez ever again after what he did to my boy Morrell, but it's like, damn, man, this guy, he's fighting the guys that I want him to fight, and he's fighting people that I feel like can beat him, and he's proving me wrong. So it's like it's hard for me to pick against Benavidez against Bivol, but then again, it's like, nah, Bivol was my fucking dog, man. Bivol was my dog, man. And it's gonna take a lot to beat him. And I just can't wait to see that fight. Hopefully, you said raw papers. Hell no. I mean, raw papers occasionally, you know what I'm saying? If because a lot of these stores be acting like they don't got shit besides that. But if you could, zigzag hemp or OCB papers. Said Bivol different. I don't know how you put. And that's the thing. Bivol is different. He's a lot different from Morrell. He's not gonna be sitting here and letting fucking Benavidez pull his high guard down and slap him across the fucking ring like Morrell's doing. That shit disappointed the fuck out of me. He's too disciplined. Too fucking disciplined. And he ain't scared. He ain't no hoe. Nigga, he just went in there with Beterbiev twice, nigga. Back to back. So he ain't no pussy. He ain't scary. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, how does he keep the Mexican monster from coming at him? Like Morrell, I think, to be honest, I feel like Morrell packs a bigger punch than Bivol, but he don't have the same IQ as Bivol. He's throwing shit, he's landing, he's using his legs, he's using his IQ, that Soviet style. He's not falling for the okie doke like Morrell would. I don't think so. So I feel like that's potential fight of the year, fight of the fucking decade, because you can't push Bivol against the wall and expect him not to react. He's gonna react. Said Bivol's gonna jab and move. He just might. Beterbiev. I don't know why I keep on saying Beterbiev. Benavidez is gonna try to chase him across the ring. I already know that for sure. And I'm expecting Benavidez to land some good ripping body shots. Because I'm pretty sure he watched the film and he noticed that Bivol, he didn't like the reaction. He didn't like the fucking body shot from Beterbiev. So his reaction was really different. And I'm sure Benavidez camp is looking at it like, oh yeah, we're gonna work him because and they got some history with him. So, like they say, sparring don't matter, but sometimes sparring can tell how the fight's gonna play out in the program. Sometimes, not all the time. But they got history together, so nobody's scared. It ain't no situation where niggas gonna be scared or concerned. But it's gonna be a tough fight. It's that same thing he did against his performance against Beterbiev in the second fight was top tier. His first performance, in my opinion, was top tier. In my opinion, he arguably won both fights. He arguably won both fights to me. And I feel like they knew, they could make money doing this rematch, so they gave it to Beterbiev off rip the first time. But if you ask the right fan, they'll tell you that. They feel like Beterbiev won the fight twice. Because even though Beterbiev was strong, Bivol, he kept it solid, man, with the jabs, the counters. His plan was so effective. Like as soon as Beterbiev let off his punches, block those, and then come back immediately with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Come back on your own bullshit. Step to this guy. And I fuck with him. I fuck with him for that because that's some smart boxing, man. And so he ate some punches to the face, too. His chin is certified. His chin is definitely certified. His chin is definitely certified. There was plenty of chances in that fight where I'm thinking, damn, Bivol might have to take a voluntary knee to get himself together. But nah, he stayed strong. Said Art Bivol Beterbiev is a solid fight. Wonder how Bivol react to Beterbiev punching and punches. Yeah, and that's the thing. Bivol's not gonna let him get off on like that. He's not gonna sit there and just like these other niggas do. Morrell, he disappointed me with that shit. Morrell just sat there and just let this nigga tee off on him since round one. Like, nigga, what? Sad Bivol first fight, second fight. Nah, I had, that's your opinion, but I had Bivol on both. Said first fight he was trolling from two to. It was a tough fight. Man, I feel like the second fight. Oh yeah. Okay, because I was gonna say, nah, that seems like more like the second fight. The second fight, though, I'm not gonna lie. Around like round 3, I got worried. I'm like, Bivol, like, nigga, did your arm break? Did you break your arm or something? Like, why you stop staying consistent? It's like he baited him in, like, oh yeah, I'm a relax. I'm gonna let him come in and throw his best shots, thinking that he got me down and hurt. And then I'm gonna just surprise his ass with the because he came back with that shit. Everybody was surprised, even the commentators were surprised. He had me worried. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried. I was so worried. And then my guy Bishop, he talking shit. Oh yeah, your man. He looked like he down. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then he just jumped into second gear and just started cooking his ass. And what's good about it, he didn't even throw just one. See, this is why I feel like cost him the first fight. His priority was mostly on like straight 1-2 down the middle, and occasionally throw that left hook in there. What he did well in the second fight, which definitely got him to win, in my opinion, is he threw more than just 1-2. He threw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down the fucking pipe. He was making sure that them punches was gonna land. One of those punches was gonna land. And he was rocking Beterbiev ass. Beterbiev ass, he's not gonna. I'm pretty sure if you interview Beterbiev and ask him about Bivol's power, he's not gonna sit here and say, oh, this guy, he punches like nothing. His punches are nothing. Nah, he's not gonna say no shit like that. Cause he felt that shit. That shit was snapping his old ass back. It was snapping his head back like this. He was going like that. 1-2 down the middle was popping this shit. So yeah. But man, I can't doubt Bivol, but I can't doubt Benavidez, and that's what I feel like this is gonna be a really great fight. I said, nah, he definitely got clipped a hell of times. There was a lot of times where Bivol will pop his head back or catch him with a shot that have him having to reset. Especially that left hook through the guard. Bivol was throwing that shit. Beterbiev, they trying to get Beterbiev to do a fucking trilogy. His old ass, he's looking like, bro, I'm done. I'm tired. I have nothing left to give this game. Bivol definitely fought him at the right time. And I'm not saying this is by design, like he chose to age him out or anything like that. But he definitely fought Beterbiev at the right time. Because Beterbiev was showing his age in that second fight. Lord, he went to that quarter. He was like, man, there's a couple pictures I posted on Twitter. It's funny as hell, but this is boxing. You don't get, in life in general, you're gonna get older. It's just not gonna be the same. Well, this guy Beterbiev, he's in the corner. He's laying his head back, and he's just like, like breathing hard. He's looking like a 40-year-old man that's tired as shit. He said, I seen him, bro, was gasping for air. He was gasping for life. He was like, man, this shit it's too much. But that type of shit can bounce back on Bivol too, man, because isn't Bivol a little bit older than Benavidez? And when you're looking at fighters, do you guys judge them by their mileage too? Because I'm looking at Bivol, and I'm not gonna lie, Bivol did great. But he's looking like a guy that got a little mileage on him now. He's not no spring chicken no more. He's not some young guy in the game no more. He's a solid champion, undisputed champion, coming off of two back-to-back competitive fights against one of the strongest punchers in boxing. He fought a guy with a 100% KO ratio and took him to the distance twice and ate all of his best shots. Meanwhile, Benavidez, he just fought a fucking contender. You know what I'm saying? An inexperienced contender at that. And I'm not trying to take away credit from Benavidez at all because I even picked Morrell in the fight. But I knew the inexperience was there. I knew it was there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Benavidez might be the fresher fighter because he's not coming off no wars. He's not coming off no competitive, real tough, grueling competitive fights. I mean, his last fight, he did take a couple punches, but it wasn't enough to say, oh, well, this guy's damaged. Bivol, he's already saying, like, man, I got injuries. I gotta sit out for a little bit. And I feel like that's why they're targeting the summer. They're not targeting fucking June. You know what I'm saying? They're targeting like fucking August, September type shit. I would be surprised if Bibble's getting his body right the fuck now. Meanwhile, Benavidez, he's training right now, so he's looking like the fresher fighter. So I wouldn't be surprised if Benavidez is the favorite, the slight favorite. I would say that, but I feel like he was fighting hella cautious due to the power for the. Said Bivol got an underrated jab. Yeah, he got underrated stab jab. He definitely do. He got an underrated everything, but I feel like a lot of people starting to gravitate towards Bivol now because what he did last fight it was highly impressive. He took some shots a lot of guys would have fucking got knocked out or abandoned the game plan and eventually got knocked out, like Yard. Yard was doing good, but then when he started catching some short punches in the inside, it was just like he couldn't keep up with the game plan. The discipline wasn't there, and he folded. But I say that is the first fight from Beterbiev that showed his age, because Yard was cracking his shit, but he turned up on Yard. So everybody hopping on the wave now, bro. Stop funding me. Look, this is my thing. I always knew what's his name, Bivol, because I was a fan of Jean Pascal, and he fought Jean Pascal. That's my first time seeing it. I'm like, who the fuck is this Russian guy that they call, Bivol, whatever? And he's going there. He's giving fucking Jean Pascal a fucking tough ass fight. He whooped his ass. So he always been on my radar since then. But then he kind of flew under the radar. And then my next time really seeing him was like the Joe Smith fight. And I wasn't really paying attention to that either. But nah, I was just like, I wasn't really paying attention to Bivol's career for real, for real. And then when he fought Craig Richardson's, I'm like, oh, he's having a hard fight against this guy. I'm thinking to myself, this guy Bivol, he doesn't look like he got any special effects. He's looking like a straight up and down fighter. That's what I thought, in my opinion. That's what I was thinking. I was being the biased, American. You know what I'm saying? I could say that. I can be honest. And then, Canelo had that option to fight either Bivol or Benavidez. And he picked Bivol. And my thought process, I'm thinking, oh man, this is kind of like a cherry pick. This is because I know Benavidez. I'm knowing Benavidez. So I'm like, oh, you fighting this guy. Last time I seen this guy, he had a tough fight with Craig Richardson. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I'm thinking Canelo's probably gonna beat fucking Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't like putting no money on it or anything like that. But anyways, I watched the fight versus Canelo versus Bivol. I'm thinking, oh, Canelo's probably going to beat this guy. Then they're going to fucking call this guy the GOAT and all this shit because he beat another 175 guy. Man, boy, was we wrong. What was the world? We was wrong. Because he went in there and he whooped Canelo's ass from pillar to post. I didn't think I was going to see Canelo get a second L like that. I thought Canelo's going to ride the gravy train until he fucking retired. He's not going to get defeated by anybody else. Man, he fought this guy. He flipped the script on him. Said, nah, word. Yeah, he flipped the script on him. Bivol flipped the script on Canelo ass. He whooped his ass. And if Tank fans talking about somebody holding back, I honestly felt like Bivol held back against Canelo. Seeing the Bivol now, I low-key feel like he did low-key take it easy on Canelo because I think he wanted that rematch. He wanted the rematch because I know Canelo was gonna talk that money shit, rematch just more money. So he ain't knock him out. But honestly, I feel like if they were to fight again, Bill will fuck around and sleep Canelo ass. That's probably why Canelo didn't want to fight Bivol at motherfucking that's probably why he don't want to fight he didn't want to fight Bivol at 168 because Bivol's like, fuck it, we can fight for all your belts at 168. Canelo said, fuck that. But yeah, Benavidez versus Bivol, that's gonna be a good fight, man. I told myself I'm done doubting Benavidez, so I don't know if I can even pick a winner right now, to be honest. I'm thinking Bivol because, this is an established 175 guy. He just beat Beterbiev, the fucking monster. You know what I'm saying? You call yourself the Mexican monster. This is the monster over here on this side, the Russian monster residing out of Canada. You know what I'm saying? And he whooped dude. So, like, when you look at that, like, really compare it, though. You just whooped Morel. Bivol just whooped motherfucking Beterbiev. You know what I'm saying? Can you really compare the two? But who's to say Benavidez, if you put the old man Beterbiev in front of him, he was going to be able to take him out, too. But I don't know. Styles make fights. Styles definitely makes fights. Said Bivol my goat. If he run through Anello again with the trilogy, Benavidez goes up and beat Jai. Man, nah, I think he's almost on his way out. I heard PBC offered this nigga some good money for that Benavidez fight. An offer he could not resist. I heard the PBC offered Bivol an offer that he could not resist. Because if his last person was reported that he got 10 million from Turkey, man, I'm pretty sure PBC probably offered that nigga a bag, like a 2-fight deal type shit. For probably like 20 M's, 20, 30 M's. You don't know. We don't know. But if I'm basing it off like, a job, let's say your last employer, paid you, $30 an hour. I don't know how certain states work, but here in Minnesota, basically you can argue that you deserve more than what your last employer gave or matching that. And I'm sure motherfucking Bivol probably told him, hey, I got paid this much. So are you guys willing to fucking double or triple that? And I'm pretty sure to save their fucking network, PBC probably said, fuck it, we'll throw you the fucking bag. We'll throw you the bag. Not to say to save their network like they're dying or anything like that, but I'm saying like to give the network a big fight that they really need. I feel like they're willing to throw Bivol that fucking bag. Bivol versus fucking Benavidez in Vegas. We know Bivol now. I wouldn't say he's a household name, but to boxing fans across the globe, not just a certain country, across the globe, we know Bivol now. Definitely. And I'm not saying not like no superstar shit, but I'm just saying like we know him enough where if Benavidez fights him for pay-per-view, we're not gonna say, oh, you're fighting a bum. No, it's gonna be, oh yeah, I'm gonna spend my money because you're fighting a fucking pound for pound fighter. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting a pound for pound undisputed fighter. Said Turkey paid him 10 M's. Yeah. Fucks making 20, 30. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Turkey, if it was, because it was reported that he paid him 10 M's. So if he paid him 10 M's, I'm sure they probably offered that nigga like 30 plus like some pay-per-view buys as well. A percentage out of that shit. But that's gonna be a good fight. I might fly out to that shit, man. I told my woman, I'm like, man, I got me a little promotion too, you know what I'm saying? And Art Man Apparel, we're doing good numbers on this side. So I'm already thinking about how many trips, how many boxing fights. I want to see a couple fights this year. And that's if that fight is really happening in Vegas in September, I'm flying out to that shit. That shit ain't nothing. He said he want belts, fights. He said he wanted to try cruise belts. Yeah. So you coming to NYC, Mecca? Nah, that's not worth it. I'll ruin the fucking fight. Niggas be mad at me. I'll probably get jumped out there if I went to NYC because I'd be talking shit. I don't fuck with Ryan Garcia. And I'd be talking about shit. I'd be calling niggas tethers and shit. Fucking New York tethers will probably try to jump my ass. Hell yeah. Because I'd be in there like, nah, fuck Ryan Garcia. They'll be mad as shit. What you mean, bro? He beat your man Devin. Then I'd be like, nah, fuck you too, nigga. Next thing you know it, I'm fighting some little niggas and shit. I ain't trying to catch no charge whooping on the little nigga. Nah. I beat Dolo though. I went to the fucking Wilder versus Fury fight Dolo. I went to all the fights in Minneapolis Dolo. I'm in several boxing fights actually. Shout out to Al Heyman. That's where I see Morrell for the first time. I see Morrell fight live here in Minneapolis. Jamal James. I seen J Rock fight out here. I seen Darrell. I seen what's his name? Cool Boy. What's his name? Who else? Rivera. I see several fights out. Laura. I seen Laura knock out Canelo's brother live. That shit was funny as shit. But yeah, said thoughts on Devin versus Ramirez. Oh yeah. If Devin is who he was prior to the Ryan Garcia fight, this should be a pretty easy fight for Devin Haney, to be honest. It should be. It should be a pretty easy fight for Devin because when you look at Ramirez, I actually view Ramirez as somebody that's kind of like I don't perceive him as top of the line right now. He's kind of washed up in my opinion. But the last thing to go is power, and he's fighting against somebody who's just coming off a no contest and was able to get hurt by, say a guy on the juice. But just because he got hurt by somebody on the juice, that don't mean he can't get hurt by somebody that's not on the juice. Because now his chin could be fully infected from this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep it 100 on my channel. Everybody be like, "Ooh, our man just a dick rider and all that shit." I'm not no fucking dick rider. I keep it 1,000. I keep it 1,000. Danny's my guy, but I got to see what it's looking like with his chin. I got to see what he looks like in this Ramirez fight before I can even judge him on the rematch for the Ryan Garcia and all that fight. Because this is not Mortal Kombat. It's not Street Fighter. It's not Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? And none of the video games we play where you can fight somebody, even though you can get some damage in the fight, and you can come back 100%. Nah, that shit's not real. Niggas get real life trauma, not even just the physical, the mental can fuck you up. Like, prime example, look at motherfucking Tim Tszyu versus Bakram, the dude he fought at 150 for the last fight, right? He's in the fight. Dude didn't get hit nowhere up here. And he's literally like patting his head and looking at his glove to see if there's blood on his glove. There's no cut. There's no punch leading up to that looks like a cut. But his brain, his thought process is, fuck, did I just get cut? Oh, man. Because in a fight previous to last, he got cut. And that shit cost him the fight. You know what I mean? That PTSD is real. It's a mental thing. Like, this shit is really real. Like, And that's why I don't. These boxing fans born in 2006 or shit, they don't really understand like the sweet science. They don't understand the sport. They just look at it as undefeated, not undefeated, swag, who has the best drip. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck they care about. They don't care about certain things like fighters, the mentality to be a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Or when a fighter is fading. They don't understand when a fighter is fading. They just look at a fighter like, oh well, see, this is why he always sucked. No, niggas didn't always suck. Sometimes niggas take damage and then eventually they're not the same fighter anymore. Like the Errol Spence Crawford shit, they looking at Errol Spence like, yeah, this is the same Errol Spence that fought Lamar Peterson. And look, he just lost to Crawford. Like, nah, I get it. I get it. You want to believe that fighters are 100%. You want to believe that they're at their best all the time. But that's not true. Sometimes niggas be fucked up mentally, physically, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, financially. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know how these fighters going to come back. But Dev, he's a Muslim strong brother. In the Muslim religion, is to be strong minded and give your faith, to God. You know what I'm saying, and give your, what I'm saying, your put your trust in God. You can have the will, the drive to go out there and succeed after going overcoming some hardship. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Muslim brothers overcome some hardship, but this is boxing and this is real life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas don't come back the same, but Dev, he strikes me as a guy that's mentally confident and he understands where he's at, the position that he's in. And I feel like he got some good people in his corner. If Pops knew that he wasn't right, I feel like Pops would have said, you know what, we can't come back from this shit. Shit's fucked up now, and we gonna pursue this lawsuit. Yeah, fighters are human. The mental aspect is what will let me know where Devin is at if this fight goes on. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, my bad. My fucking iPad was tweaking. But yeah, it's just like this, man. Fighters are human, so we got to see where it's looking like. We got to see what Dev's looking like. I'm low key art man, low key a vet in this game now. I ain't no newbie in this boxing shit now. I didn't seen a couple fighters go through the motions now, and I feel like that's what would that would change a fan's perspective when they see their favorite fighter go through the motions. A lot of these niggas is new boxing fans, so they thinking everything's all green and everything's all fair and dandy and sunshine and shit. They're thinking they're not thinking of the end. They're not thinking of the position fighters are in, and eventually how there's going to be a new crop of fighters that we going to be paying attention to. Like niggas all surprised that this shit happened to Javante Davis. Like, nah, when you stay in this game for a long time and you fighting certain fights, nigga, eventually you gonna find that one person to let you know this nigga's real. Like, really think about it, man. Boxing fans, they really be thinking these fighters they will never lose. Like they can't lose. And I get it, Floyd Mayweather, they like to blame Floyd Mayweather, but it's not even just Floyd Mayweather at this point. It's you niggas, it's the media. It's all nigga, y'all be promoting fights and selling, nigga, y'all be telling the world that they're undefeated. They're old gotta go. Like what the fuck? I've heard that many times in a promotion. Somebody's old gotta go. Like it's not even just Floyd at this point. It's y'all promoting this shit. So but yeah, a lot of these fighters, they be thinking these fighters, these fans, they be thinking these fighters are undefeated. There's no way they can lose, no way they can get hurt. And then when shit like happened like last week, they be ready to crash out. The shit with Tank, seeing them have a draw, these niggas don't know how to react from that shit, man. They doing mental gymnastics, and you know what I'm saying? They coping, trying to cope. saying things like Tank was holding back. Like, man. But I'm just saying, if you watch this, you've been watching this boxing game for a minute, you'll know, nigga. Eventually, these fighters will have an off night. Eventually, these fighters will have a tough night. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily off night, a tough night against somebody that you thought you were gonna run over. Straight up. And some of these old niggas too that be, you know what I'm saying, my age and older, like you niggas riding Tank nuts, acting like this nigga can't lose, acting like none of these fighters can lose or something. Your favorite fighter, like, bro, you old ass niggas, y'all was watching, y'all seen Mike Tyson get whooped by Buster Douglas. He on the ground looking for his fucking mouthpiece. Bust Mike Tyson, the nigga that y'all love, the one that's making all this money fighting Jake Paul and all this shit. Bro, we understand. I may have not been there, but based off what all my OGs and my dad personally tells me, Mike Tyson had the motherfucking, what they say, clout, the aura. He had the aura before all these niggas. So if this nigga can get beat and whooped on by somebody that's less deserving, what makes you think this shit can't happen the present day to somebody, one of these fighters today? Mike was viewed as a more fucking vicious fighter than motherfucking Gervonta Davis. That's what the OGs told me. You know what I'm saying? So, and if he was able to get whooped on, what makes you think Tank can't get whooped on? Oh yeah, because he got chrome heart. That's why. Because niggas got chrome heart and tattoos. Niggas need to open your eyes, man. So, but yeah, this boxing shit, I fuck with this. I fuck with boxing, man. I definitely do. But I don't know, the way it's going right now. It's kind of iffy. But fights like Bivol versus Benavidez is definitely restoring the feeling. That's restoring the feeling right there. I wonder if Turkey gonna be petty and not try to sell some of the footage to PBC to promote the fight. What if this nigga's petty, don't even want to sell PBC to or let PBC do the courtesy of viewing their fucking or promoting the fight by viewing or showcasing the last fight with Beterbiev. What if Turkey's on some petty shit like that? What if Turkey don't want to deal with PBC at all after this shit? Turkey seemed like a petty nigga to me. He seemed like a my way or the highway ass nigga. He told that nigga Bivol, you better pick the right side, nigga, or what? Hey, that's some funny shit. What would y'all do if you guys were boxers? What would you do if you were in Bivol's situation? You just had two back to back fights with a monster puncher like Beterbiev, and then this guy wants you to fight a third time, but it won't be for undisputed, and you're gonna lose your WBC belt. What would you do? And you're gonna have to fight him in Saudi Arabia again. Nigga, nobody wants to see that shit again. That's too much. Three times is, I get it. Some Wilder versus Fury shit, that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? A draw in the first fight. Second fight was a complete fucking wash because some crazy shit happened. And then the third fight, it was a possibility that this nigga can overcome that shit. It was an exciting fight. Yeah, that's a good trilogy, even though there's some fuck shit going on in that trilogy. It was a good trilogy. This shit right here, nah, Bivol arguably won the first two fights. Arguably won the first two fights. And then on top of that, this dude is only getting older. We just seen him in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? We just seen him in the corner, huffing and puffing. Like he out here smoking the fucking joint with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, we don't want to see that again. We want to see some exciting shit. We want to mix it up a little bit. It's like some flavors, you know what I'm saying? Some gas. You gotta mix it up to mix up some strains, you know what I'm saying? The Benavidez strain and the motherfucking Bivol strain. It's different, you know what I'm saying? That's exotic. Gotta mix that shit together. Tired of seeing two Russians fight each other. Let's see a Russian versus a Mexican. How that shit gonna play out? That's fireworks. In Vegas, I know fucking Bivol tired of fighting over there, fighting for them fucking sweaty ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's fight in front of some chicks. You can sign autographs and shit like that. Bivol probably got all types of fans here in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that type of atmosphere in Saudi. Like, they don't, man. They don't got it popping over there in Saudi. Like Saudi, yeah, you niggas is getting their bag. That's like a business trip. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a business trip than an actual like a fucking fire event. You know, where niggas is gonna make some good money, and you're gonna have a good time. It's different. Yeah, to have your to be show to to basically have an event in Vegas is better than having an event in Saudi because them bright lights in Vegas is different, man. Walking that strip, seeing the fighters' faces on the billboard and shit like that. Nah, it's different. Seeing their faces on the side of the hotel. Vegas is a whole different atmosphere than motherfucking sweaty ass Saudi Arabia, bro. I bet you they got all types of bugs and shit flying on you. You gotta smack your neck and shit. Like, man, niggas in there sweaty and shit. Some of them niggas don't believe in deodorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Bitches can't show their ankles. Vegas, you walking on the strip, you see a bitch whole butt ass naked nigga wearing a fucking bikini. She one of the motherfucking showgirls out there. See, Vegas different. I went out to Vegas to the Wilder versus Fury 3. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of was like a business trip to me as well because I went out there on strictly business, but it was cool. I was able to go to the fucking dispensary, buy some Zod. You ain't buying no damn Zod, motherfucking Saudi. Niggas ain't smoking no Zod Saudi. So nigga, what the fuck? Talking about you can fly out there and watch the fight there, nigga. Hell no. Yeah, I went out to Vegas, man. In and Out Burger and all that shit. That shit's gross. But yeah, just to be out there and see certain things and hotels and casinos and all that. Women, women that can show their ankles, not like Saudis. It's just different. And I feel like Bivol's gonna be ready to be fighting in that type of atmosphere, especially with a crowd. Like I having a fucking live crowd that's really like in tune with the fight is better than just a whole bunch of sweaty dudes just screaming and not really. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna say, "Well, all right, man, you taking it too far, disrespecting that Saudi culture and all that." Nah, it's different from American culture. You go to an event, it's fucking Black American, White American, Mexican American. You know what I'm saying? We all enjoying the fucking fight, man. It's different than Saudi. They talking about they fighting in small ballrooms over there. You got these niggas flying all the way out there to fight in some small ass ballrooms like that they fucking made last week. Got the Saudi slaves making them fucking venues in fucking 48 hours. Nah, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. But yeah, yeah. Bivol versus Benavidez. If that fight's in Vegas, I'm definitely flying out to that shit. But style wise, I just feel like Bivol, he's experienced. You know, he has the. Hold on, what the fuck's wrong with this shit? Yeah, style wise, I just think that it's gonna be different, man, for Bivol, man. Bivol throw a lot of punches and bunches his damn self, so it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a firefight. It's definitely gonna be a firefight because Bivol throws a lot of punches too. That's how he won the fight against Beterbiev, throwing a lot of fucking punches from round one to round 12. But I always question Benavidez' defense, but then he shows that he does got some good defense, man. But is his defense going to work against somebody who's experienced? Not Morrell, who just went in there and shelled up. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for a counter. Nah. He's going there against a veteran, a young veteran, young legend. So we shall see how that shit play out. But yeah, I think it's that Devin Muffin, Ryan Garcia press conference. Let me see if that shit's up. Probably gonna pull that shit up real quick. Anyways, artmanapparel.com for the best boxing merch again.